AllDay Supermarket is a member of the Villar Group of companies, which also includes 3 companies already listed in the stock market. Vistaland, down by negative 5.57% since the 2007 IPO. AllHome, down by negative 37.6% since the IPO 2 years ago or 2019, and Golden Envy Holdings, which is massively up by around 4,260% since the IPO in 2016. In short, mahirap mag-generalize kung worth it ba or attractive bang hawakan ng isang company or not solely based on the parent company or kung sino family ang may hawak ng stock na to. Kaya naman, let's try to be as objective as possible when we talk about the upcoming AllDay Supermarket IPO, ticker symbol ALLDY, starting with the IPO details. According to the tentative timetable from the disclosure, the offer period will be from October 15 to October 25 and the target listing date is on November 3. They will be offering 6.8 billion common shares with an over-allotment option of 685.7 million common shares. The maximum offer price is currently pegged at 0.8 pesos, and kung magkaroon ng oversubscription, this IPO will be worth 6 billion pesos. Malamang sa malamang magbabago pa yung mga details like the offer period, the listing date, and the final offer price. So if you are watching this video after those has been set already, then you can check the comment section kasi nandyan na yung details natin. As retail investors, pwede tayong mag-participate through our stockbrokers. The minimum board lot is 1,000 shares and multiples of 1,000 thereafter kung gusto mo pa mag-reserve na mas marami. AllDay is one of the fastest growing supermarket operators in the country. Considered siyang mid-premium supermarket experience, and kung nakapasok ka na sa isang AllDay supermarket, papansin mo na iba yung aesthetic choices nila when it comes to the decorations, and iba rin yung size kung gaano kalaki yung spacing between the aisles, and for example yung cleanliness din, ibang-iba siya compared to more common groceries like SM Supermarket or Robinson Supermarket. They take pride in having approximately 3,600 selections for local and international products, and they generally fall into 3 categories, namely fresh items, food items, and non-food items. And para hindi sila maubusan ng stock, they generally store around 30,000 to 40,000 SKUs or the inventory. As of June 30, 2021, meron silang 33 physical stores, more than 55,000 square meters of net selling space across 25 cities and municipalities all over the country. Tapos one of their milestones is to expand to 45 stores by the end of 2022 and 100 stores naman by the end of 2026. So despite being in the middle of the pandemic kung saan hindi makakapag-grocery as often as usual yung mga tao, nakagawa pa rin sila ng way to adapt to this challenge by launching their own website for online shopping. And using this e-commerce platform, they continue to provide accessibility and increased convenience to their customers. Personally, hindi ko pa na-try mag-add to cart saka checkout dun sa website nila, pero ang ganda ng first impression ko dun sa website. It looks snappy and intuitive and walang special useless gimmicks in the sense na it looks and behaves exactly how you would expect an online shopping platform to behave. And kung mapapansin nyo, the website is responsive. Ang galing! And medyo nagkaroon ako ng nerd moment dito kasi nakakatuwa makakita ng website or web app na actually nag-resize based on the device screen size. According to the disclosure, yung target customers nila ay mga nasa upper middle income to the upper income segment or mga households na may average monthly income na 76,000 pesos and above, which means hindi ako yung target customer nila. Kaya mapapansin nyo, nakakakita tayo ng AllDay supermarkets dun sa mga high-end areas na residential, in the middle of the city, may mga school, may mga katabing mall. So in other words, highly accessible para dito sa mga families na malaki yung income. Makikita natin yung importance or yung bearing ng strategic locations dito sa table from the report. Medyo contrived example lang to, pero for chips and yogurt, mas nagfo-focus si AllDay in providing access to international brands. Sa chips, they have the most number of choices and varieties. Sa yogurts naman, although they don't have the highest number of choices, it's a common theme across all 3 supermarkets na magbenta ng international yogurt brands versus sa local brands. Napansin nyo ba na kung dadaan ka sa AllDay supermarket, meron siyang katabi lagi na Coffee Project? That's because sister companies pala si Coffee Project saka si AllDay, and dito ko lang sa disclosure nalaman. Hindi, ako lang nakapansin. Okay. Anyway, marami pang sister companies itong si AllDay, and some of these are familiar kasi they can be found around or even inside the supermarket. Bukod sa Coffee Project, nandyan si AllHome, AllDay RX, Ruined Project, Bake My Day, Gastroville, Paluto, Finds, and All-Day Convenience Store. The estimated proceeds from this IPO will be worth 5.2 to 5.4 billion pesos, and according to the report, they plan to use this in two ways. The first part is debt repayment. They plan to use 4.1 billion pesos by fourth quarter of 2021. Ipapakita ko lang din ng mabilisan yung mga banks kung saan meron silang short-term and long-term financial obligations in case you are interested. And then for part 2, the remaining 1.1 billion pesos will be used for capital expenditures and initial working capital for store network expansion. This will run from fourth quarter of 2021 until the fourth quarter of 2022. So to summarize, the proceeds of this IPO will be used for debt repayment o pagbabayad utang sa mga bangko. And then yung matitira doon, they will use that for building new stores to reach the milestone that we talked about earlier, which was to reach 45 stores by the end of 2022. Nasa 33 pa lang sila ngayon, so that means kailangan nilang magtayo ng 12 from the fourth quarter of 2021 to the end of 2022. I-update ko na lang kayo regarding the final offer period, the listing date, and the final offer price. And napansin ko na marami sa inyo yung hindi pa nagsusubscribe. So please, if you like this type of content, please consider subscribing because I release a video every Sunday about personal finance, trading and investing, and I'll see you on the next one.